Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band, cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, CD, let's kick back to Week 5 for a second. That Minnesota-Philadelphia game was one that both teams, they needed. I mean, they didn't anticipate being in the spot that they're in right now. But Philly loses, and they're now 2-3. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
And you hate the stat, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but it remains clear. 7 defending champs before.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for the offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia's offense taking the field here again. And they got some tough news on October 8th after the Week 5 game. Jay Ajayi, torn ACL. So what does that do now for the Philly run game?
Well, ostensibly everyone would just move up a spot, and they would still feel pretty solid about how things are going. But the other guys have been banged up a little bit, too, along the way. Corey Clement, who was the undrafted free agent who caught a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl last year, he's been battling some injuries. So is Darren Sproles. Remember, they lost him for much of last season on their run to the Super Bowl. He's been beat up a little bit. Wendell Smallwood has been getting the bulk of carries and bulk of plays. Had a touchdown against Minnesota last Sunday. He may have to be the primary ball carrier in the near future.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to get in for his 2nd sack of the night. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
6. Don't ask no more. I'll just reach out to you and stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on
You
1st and 10.
You got to tell me what that movie, that book's about too.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Come on, read.
Passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday.
Big
Ben was a wide receiver the first 3
got
years of
6
high
minutes
school,
left.
sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receiver.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Bennett. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First down, a run with Smallwood. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are back within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pittsburgh Steelers working their way back out here on offense. Last week, a much-needed win for Steeler Nation. Now they're at 2-2-1, so we'll see what the future holds. But, you know, things have not been, shall we say, harmonious so far in Pittsburgh.
Well, I think that the harmony started to get recreated in the win against Atlanta. Antonio Brown had a big day, finally got into the end zone with a touchdown catch. He and Big Ben Roethlisberger back on the so-called same page, singing from the same hymnal, shall we say. And that team really played well, but the flip side of it is their defense had been giving up a lot of points. They held the high-flying Atlanta Falcons to 17. That bodes well for the future, too.
And the Wi-Fi wasn't so spotty in that game. It was pretty good reception. Now a first down carry by Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him. I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up with him.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Carter, you good, son.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
You gotta practice writing these following words.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead. And they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And some space here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and
get a pencil.
Get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the
You got no pencil in your room?
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. Two undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop one in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside.
Bullshit!
And oh, so close.
Opinion over there?
Takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Practice writing words.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left.
That's That's bullshit.
Touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Well, that second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Smallwood. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Hey, empty.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ford, go! Hey, Red 5-2, come here.
Play action. Now Wentz steps away. He can run for it. And the ball is knocked out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz got to have this one. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Black 30. Double bump. Whirl. Kicker, got spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Baby. Black, what's that?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to the position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Part is bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now. 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
He's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep
losing by
This is taking care of the ball. All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of winning this game.
They're only down by 1 point, though. 3 points or 2.
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown through.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Gotta finish this. Just the number that we done.
Just so we come on.
Oh, Roethlisberger gonna throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Room here to run. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Eagles have recovered.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And bulldozing his way through. He's still barreling through. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe somebody was tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's cheap, bro.
The carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm throwing these motherfuckers in our woman after they ball.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. That looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of
The
his
only way
team.
you can't beat me, it's your team that can beat. It's these players.
So that means
It's
they're
these
going to redouble
players.
their efforts to help
It's
him
these
out.
players.
Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Look at this shit, though. Look at money.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw, Wentz. Swipe, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let it flip. He's got a man complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.